Hello guys, how are you? I started working today on my 148 NATO fighter F-104 Starfighter, and the first time I just turned the instructions, this kit is from Eduard, by the way, I have to start the cockpit. So I had the option, and it's my choice obviously, to use the Photo-etched set. So I was starting to do this, and then along this last year that I wasn't doing any videos, despite the fact that I wasn't doing any videos, I received several 7-8 private messages saying if I could do a video working on Photo-etched. I can say I am not that kind of guy to teach you how to work on Photo-etched. Photo-etched is one of those things that you have to have nerves of steel, and just one advice that I can give you is just don't fuck it up. However, that's easier said than done. So I remembered, why don't I do this, or try to do this, and share it with the guys. So let's do it. Let's work on Photo-etched, okay? So this is a bit of what I use when I'm working with Photo-etched. First of all, I gotta say, this is only my way. This is not any kind of definitive way. If you are searching for the definite how-to, this is not it, absolutely. So first of all, you need a good blade, and by a good blade, each time you work on Photo-etched, just substitute your blade. Doesn't matter how it is or how it is. If you may think, yeah, it's still good. No, it's never good. They are only good when they are new and flawless, and because when you're working on plastic and scraping a little bit, that damages a bit the blade, and that can actually damage the Photo-etched structure. So substitute your blade each time you start, okay? This is only my advice. Second, there's a pair of tweezers. The more pointier the better, you know. Super glue, just a bit of super glue, and several toothpicks to place on the super glue, and then smear it on the surface when you are applying the Photo-etched part. Then, see this here? Let me just try and actually, this is a piece that fell out of this structure here. I placed it here, but it will demonstrate something that I want to show you. It's something that I used. I never show this on video because I never thought it was interesting until now. As you know, when you're working on Photo-etched, there are some tweezers that they are Photo-etched instruments, obviously, and the pointy part of it, it's soft, so you can just do this, and then when you pick it up, it grabs on the Photo-etched part, and it comes, well, they're not expensive, but if you don't want to buy it just for that purpose, it's simple. A toothpick, just a toothpick, and some blue tack, just a bit of blue tack, and when you want to pick that piece up, you just do this, and voila. And then you just put it on the desired place. For instance, this here is the top part, so if you put it here like this, with the top part down, and if you want to place it, you just, sorry, my mistake. Top part up, so this is the top part, it's up. You pick this up like this, and then you move to the desired place and just have to apply it. It's simple, it's very simple, okay? So you'll need also this tool. This is a very useful tool. There are two sizes, one much more larger. For what I do mostly is cockpits. You place the photo edge part here, and on here you just cover it all up, and then if you want to bend it, you just introduce the blade and you go doing this and just unscrew it and remove the piece. It's a very useful tool, this one. I use this pair of pliers, but it's very rare to do this. These are not modeling. These are, as you can see, use safety glasses. No shit. It's copper wire cutter, but why I use it? This is a very thin and smooth plier. This is just to cut some of those big photo edge sets, and you just cut it, and as you see, it's very firm, very steady. But I don't usually use this all the time. It's very rare. And so we have this piece of cockpit here, cockpit tub. I've shown you on the F-104 review. By the way, if you didn't check the review of the F-104, no problem at all. Just click here, and you will see it. Okay. Let's try and clean all these buttons here, all this texture here, in order to place the real one. Okay, let's do it. Now, in order for us to place the photo edge part in here, we have to do something first. As I told you, we have to clean all these textures here, all these buttons. Okay, this kit is actually very good. It's 148 Hasegawa, and because we are using the photo edge, we have to remove these buttons here in order to smooth all the surface, so the photo edge detail can grab and go well aligned here with the cockpit. You can do this in two ways. First, simple way, just, oh, and this hurts me so much. This kit is so good. Like this, it's almost, you can do this, just scraping a bit, you know, just removing. Okay, just removing it a bit, and then this is not completed yet, of course, using 2000 grit sandpaper, just smooth it up, just doing this smoothly. Or you can, if you just scrape it a bit, use a 600 or 500, whatever, and then just gradually going smoother in order for you to, yeah, of course it still needs a bit, as you can see, but this is just a demonstration. Or you can use this, a Dremel. This Dremel, I bought it recently. It's a very good tool. This is a Dremel 200 series. It has 3 selectors, speed selectors, 4 actually. The off, which already counts. It's the off. It's the low, the medium, and the high. the medium here, and the high. Okay? But in order for you to use it, you need what? Of course, the Dremel set brings a few sand tools. And as you can see here, the screwdriver for disassembling the accessories. However, what I did was I bought this, which is not from Dremel, but it's a complement. It's a Rhino tool set for the Dremel, which has the graver, coupe, copper, a piercer, a lustre. It's for giving for canopies, for instance, a poncer, and I don't know how this is called, Muller, whatever, you name it. It's a Rhino. Damn. You can place this on the wall. You can use it like this. They just go out and you choose what you want to, as you can see, and it's very useful. It's Dremel compatible, like every set nowadays. And why I show you this, because we're going to need something here or in the set. We're going to need this one. Okay, and let's see why. First, let's put this here. Then we press and we just, it's stuck. Okay, it's good. And using low velocity here, and be careful on this, because if you want to ruin a piece, it's easy as pie on this one. Small speed and a few minutes later, without ruining the other side, if you compare it, remember the one I scraped with the X-Acto knife? It's still like this, but this, now you just have to clean this bit here, see? But it's totally smooth, and we didn't ruin this section here. I'm not advertising again, but Dremel. This baby here can help you a lot, as you can see. Now, all we have to do is, after doing this, is prime it, paint it from the original color, and as soon as this is finished, I will get back to you to show you how I apply the photo etch part, which it involves glue, or if it's already adhesive, it does not. It's no big deal. Again, this is only my way of doing things, which is the way of you. It's the same way you do things, but this is my take on it, okay? So let me just clean this up a bit and prime it and paint it gray, which is the original color, and we'll get back to you, okay? See you soon. Now, one thing I will do is this, and you guys will understand why I will do this before priming and painting it. No. This part here goes like this. this goes like this, it's already all smooth. And why did I did this? Sorry about my English, it's lousy. I'm rusty. Because if I haven't checked the instructions yet. However, if this is adhesive, the paint will react, and it will be messy. And then when you use the fingers or the tweezers, you can get some paint on the photo etch set, and that will dirty it. That will even make that it will not glue conveniently. So I am protecting this part first because I want to prime it, then I want to paint it without this surface here. Again, guys, all this has to be removed, and it breaks my heart because let's face it, it's great, isn't it? It's almost tempting to let it be like this and just let's not get carried away. Of course, this will be better, right? This will be much better. So we will clean this also, strip it from its detail. Okay, here's a Dremel, and you can see it's disappearing. Very smooth, just be very smooth, otherwise you will ruin this piece. Even so, there's some detail here, but it's already smooth. Now you can finish it by scraping, and see, I'm sorry, this noise, it's my neighbor working on the vineyard, because here it's a wine region, so it's kind of cool. But so this is very, you cannot see it, but it's smooth. Okay, and I recommend it, clean it afterwards with isopropylic alcohol, you know, to take all the sand and the dust. Okay, and because this is too small for you to scrape here, and you can accidentally just use this. See? And despite the fact that you are still seeing some forms, it's smooth. You just, oh, look, you just scrape a bit here carefully, and it's done. See? Now, very smooth sanding paper, and this section here is stripped from its details. The same thing here. I know that this must be boring for you all, but working on a cockpit, for those who make planes and like it, for me it's very cool. I can be honest with you, I had some builds in the past that I thought, well, that's a very good piece of crap. However, I took pride in the cockpit, And that's the truth, because that was what I was trying to aim at that time, which can be a little bit annoying. The cockpit is good and the plane it doesn't, the rest of the model doesn't, or the model looks good and the cockpit sucks, but well, this is what you get sometimes. It's modeling. It's a learning process. See? See? Now, let's clean this piece also and check out if the bathtub, the cockpit tub, if it's already clean or dry, okay? Well, I have this already dried. I am so sorry, this noise is annoying, but I cannot stop the man from working, obviously. So you just have to bear it with me. If you don't, there's an X on the top, you know what I mean. And well, it's already dried and the gray is already applied. Let me just remove this. Okay. Again, a little bit of sanding here. Let me just clean this a bit. And let's step into the part where we cut the piece and apply it. Okay, so this is already cleaned, as this is also a demonstration. I'm not assembling all the cockpit. Just goes to show you guys again how I work on this. We will need, because this is not self-adhesive, we will need a drop of super glue, toothpick. Let's put this here. This piece goes here. Again, I cannot emphasize this too much. A new blade, okay? A new blade, and we're off. First, we will need to cut the Photo-etched number 11 piece here. Just cut it carefully. It's snapped. Again, that's why I'm using a ceramic. This is hard surface. You have seen another modelers do this. The reason why I don't use cutting mat is because the cutting mat is very good, but it's not hard nor soft. And because it's not as hard as when you cut, it tends to go a little bit down, and that can bend the photo edge. So you just see, already wants to get out. Now let's see. Now let's check this. We need to cut this piece here, and okay. Now this helps a lot because we now grab a bit of this. Smear it on the photo edge, back, grab this piece here, and now let me try and do this the best way I can for you to see it. And now we put this here, And I'm sorry, I had to take this out of the... And very rapidly try to adjust it. And the first part, it's done. And let's go to the next one, which is the photo etch part number 10. Now the number 10, it's this one here. See the 10 here? Number 10. Now we cut this, and it's very difficult to do this behind the camera. I don't have any much room to work here, so bear it with me. Again, I believe this is the most useful piece of all. With all the high-tech gadgets, this is just... Now this is correctly cut, doesn't have any kind of imperfections, so not that I can see. Right now, what I could do is I would use a little bit of varnish, thick, clear varnish, and do on the back just a layer. And why? It's thick. It would go transparent, translucid, it will go solid, and when you turn, it would look like glass. And when you apply it on the piece, on the instrument panel, which is here, it would go as glass. But we can do that on other way, okay? We can do that on the other way. So again, just do this a bit. Very carefully. Yes, it gone out. See the instruments? It's beginning to take shape. Now, again, to do this bit here, to do this part here, we will have to cut these two parts. This is number 1, and this is number 2. We apply this here very carefully. And now we can finally apply this one. Again, a bit of super glue here and here, and let's try and match the pieces. This is not easy. This is okay, not bad. I got lucky. I got real lucky. See? You just keep on going until you get all the pieces and all the pieces of the photo etch. I have to place this better here. Looks better now. And then I'll have to place this here, here, correct some things. Well, now, cockpit tub here, just smear it a bit of super glue carefully. Now this, and we place it here. Just give it a little Let's look at the instructions, and according to the instructions, it's cool. Okay, we have a little bit of margin just to glue the walls, the back wall of the cockpit. We repeat the process here. Again, we use this highly technological device, which is a water bottle cap. And we smear a bit of super glue again. And I really dig this part. I really like this part here. Turn the piece and bam. And it's done. This goes out just to show you guys how I do my work on Photo-etched. However, I think what you guys are going to just like to watch is this. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. So, I hope you like this video. Again, this is not my definitive way. This is my way. It was a bit I've made a mistake there at the back. I was almost placing and gluing one piece incorrectly. So one advice that I can give you is really check on the instructions, and don't be a dumbass like I was going to be, almost was. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have another method, another way, please show it to me on your comments below, send me a message, whatever. And see you guys. Keep modeling, always with a smile, okay? See you soon.